Does storytelling work for getting grants? Well, yes, it does. It's a little bit different process, but in essence, it's the same thing. A couple of things you need to know about grants. First, a grant proposal is normally a scored evolution. All right. When you look at the RFP, the request for proposals, it will mention certain things that they're looking for. And probably the most important thing you do in writing a grant is look at that RFP and translate that into a series of checklists, because this is exactly what happens on the back end. Is a grantor looks at your application and they look at what you've written, and right next to them, sitting on the other side of the desk, right side by side, is their list of criteria for that grant. And if the RFP says demonstrates innovative approaches and works with other organizations, and you don't mention something that's innovative, and you don't mention who you partner with, then you get a 0 in those blocks. Then at the end, they go through, they add up the score from all the blocks. The guys with the highest scores get the grants. Okay, so you have got to hit all the points that are asked for in the RFP. The best way to do this is to get a law student or a lawyer to do it, because we're used to looking at breaking out the issues. All right, we have over on JDonate, we have a couple of resources for that as well for some of the more popular grants. But you've got to write the grant understanding that somebody's going to look at what you've written with a scorecard right next to them. They may not even understand everything, but they're going to be looking for you to hit those words on the scorecard. If you can use the exact words from the RFP, I mean, if it says innovative, use innovative in your text, right? If it says groundbreaking, use groundbreaking somewhere. Make it easy for them. Underline it, bold it. Make sure you hit all the points in the RFP. And at the same time, you're going to be telling the story just like you would for any other donor. But you have to remember that the person or people reading this particular appeal for funds are your grant making committee. So you're not only going to tell a story that will be strong for the eventual donors, you're going to tell a story that will make the grantors and the people in the grant committee look good to their boss, look good that they've been, it looks like they've been responsible in allocating funds, make them sound good in this. You're a team on this. Your audience is just slightly different, right? It's a difference between writing for an editor and writing for a reader, right? That's the difference on this. So the same principles apply, particularly in your narrative, right? You've got to do the hook. You've got to set up reader identification, and you've got to create the world. But bear in mind, with a grant, you're not looking to hook the eventual donor, an individual donor. You're looking to hook a grant maker. And you do that with factors that appeal to a grant making committee. And what appeals to them? Looking good, right? Doing their job effectively, pleasing their bosses, making sure that they have no problems with the grants, right? So it's the same thing. It's still storytelling, but you just have a slightly different audience that you have to reach, while you're also writing for the individual donors who will eventually see that grantor's appeal. So same process, same thing, just write it for the grantor as well as the eventual donor. Make sense? For more information on raising money, please go to jdonate.com. See you there.